Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast, rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
This episode, we are breaching our Temporal Directive to bring you this special extra episode. Today, we are talking about Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Terrarium. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before. Thomas.
Hello.
And we are joined again by Faja.
Here I am again.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
And we are here to talk about the newest episode of Strange New Worlds. These are our special bonus episodes that we're doing each week as the new episodes drop. So far, we've been able to keep up to date, so this is pretty exciting.
Yeah,
this is the second last episode, so...
There is a sickness going around at work.
Okay, I don't want to hear about that. Positive vibes only, please.
Dude, that'll be hard.
Because we're doing these episodes as breach episodes now, as they come out, we won't be revisiting them again when we get to them in the chronological watch-through, because they're too close together to where we're up to.
Fair enough.
So when we do special episodes, usually we don't give an IMDb score because we plan on revisiting them, but this time we will be doing IMDb and life lessons and all those fun things that we normally do because we won't be re-watching them later. And before we get into this week's episode, spoiler warning. We will be talking about the entire episode.
Yes.
We will not be holding anything back.
Nope.
So if you have not watched this week's episode of Strange New Worlds, go away. Go and watch it and come back.
Yeah, go and do it right now.
All right. This episode was called Terrarium, written by Alan B. McElroy, directed by Andrew Coots.
What'd you call
Was that confident enough? The air date was September the 4th, 2025, and the IMDb synopsis reads: Stranded on a toxic moon, Ortegas must defy her deepest beliefs to survive. That's it.
Is that all?
That's
great.
it. That's the whole synopsis.
I love IMDb. It's just so informative.
All right, let's go watch it.
Okie dokie.
And we're back from watching Terrarium. Well, folks, what did you think?
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, well, I actually really liked all of it till the end.
The end.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get him started on the end.
The end, I was... It was a predictable ending that I wasn't happy with and made no sense.
What are you talking about? Do you want to explain for the people listening instead of just talking randomly?
Well, I didn't like that they, like, the way they found Ortegas was excellent, but like they found her on a planet by herself with a Gorn, yet they went down.
So not by herself.
Well, you know what I mean. Like they found her on a planet expecting her by herself,
Yes.
but she was with a Gorn.
Yes.
But they still went down to a planet completely fully armed and in armor with weapons and everything. Like there was 4 of them that went down to get her.
Because it's an away mission,
Well,
and they need to take their weapons with them and their communicators and
On a
everything with them.
well, yes.
That's what they do. That's what they go when they do when they leave the ship.
Well, not when they have like what 2 minutes to do it for starters, and they know
they
that
do actually.
Well,
He
You
was
go.
upset because the Gorn got shot, and I had to get tissues and a pillow and his teddy bear.
Poor Liz.
well, that I was pissed off about that because I was expecting them to do it, and they did it, and I was like, it couldn't have fucking not done that and made the story better. But anyway, but also
Why would that make the story better?
because it would be unexpected. Like the Gorn would be able to actually like experienced being on the ship, they would have actually communicated with the Gorn. Like, they would have actually been for the whole crew to experience a Gorn, than not in this horrible way. Would have been nice.
I somewhat agree.
Rather than what we expected, which was everyone to have a reaction of, oh, let's just shoot the thing, even though it makes no sense that they would do that. I mean, the Gorn, it makes no sense that they would jump to that conclusion, even if it is a Gorn.
Have you met Lan?
Yes, I have. But she wasn't the only one who shot, and it doesn't make sense that they went down like that. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It totally makes sense that they went down aft. Totally makes sense.
Sure.
They didn't get their weapons out until they saw a Gorn.
They scanned... They did. They were holding on to them when they got beamed down. And they weren't just phasers. They were they were big weapons. They were the rifles. They were 4 of them with rifles in armor going down to a planet that just had their atmosphere burnt. They scanned all the moons and stuff. They knew where she was, which means they'd scanned the planet to know that she was where she was, because they beamed down right in front of her.
Yes.
So what was going... Like, they knew that there was no one else on the planet, right? Because they scanned the fucker. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that they went down to a rock that had no one on it to where she was.
Except they have to follow protocols when they go on an away mission. Whenever they leave the ship, they have to have certain things.
Yeah.
Including their communicators and phasers.
Yeah.
It's like Batman.
And also
Batman wouldn't go away without his
Nobody.
utility belt, would he?
Exactly right.
Sure. And it doesn't
Every
make
time
sense.
they leave the ship,
Like
they have to take their equipment. It's standard practice.
And why didn't they just beam her up?
Because maybe they couldn't.
Did they try?
I don't
Captain
know.
just said, go get her.
Actually, they could have, because they beamed him up anyway.
Yeah. So they could have.
Well, maybe they couldn't get a good scan or something.
That wasn't
maybe they had to find her first. I don't know.
They beamed right down in front of her.
This happens in every
I know,
episode.
it
Every single episode,
shit
they
me
have
that-
shit like this.
Yeah, I know.
Why does it annoy you this time?
It annoys me this time because they done it specifically so that they could kill the Gorn, and I didn't like the fact that they killed the Gorn like that.
Told you.
Right.
Tissues.
That's what shit me.
I know, right?
That's what shit me, is that they wrote it all specifically so that they could kill her that way.
Of course.
Yeah.
What were they going to do with the Gorn if she went back to the Enterprise?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a writer. They're the writers. Get them to write it. They're the ones that are meant to be
The
intelligent
Gorn might
enough
have
to
lost
write
its shit and taken out half the crew.
It might have.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but it
I
might have.
Yeah.
doubt it
No.
too. But that also couldn't go home.
No, but it would have been nice to have a Gorn that was not evil, right? It could have went
We
to
already got that.
Starfleet, and I meant, like, just not...
Without being sacrificed
that's right.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shooting things is not the best thing anyway, really,
Just
in all cases.
Of course not. And it's not standard practice, and maybe Lan will get in trouble for that or whatever. Who knows? But it's not... Lan has
Yes, I know.
trauma around the Gorn and is hyper vigilant. So, of course, she was going to shoot. Of course.
Anyway, that is why.
I thought you were going to complain about the Metrons.
What? In what way, Gary?
I just said I assumed you were going to complain about the Metrons.
So I was interested in the Metrons. Were they in any other episodes anywhere?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought they might
Gorn
be, but I
episode.
don't remember them.
The original series Gorn episode, Arena.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were the ones who got Kirk. Like, yeah. Yeah, no, they were fine. Yeah. I say that because I'm sick of arguing, because I just, yeah.
They didn't have guns, so they're fine.
No, yeah. No, it was compared to my frustration with over that. I was a bit too pissed off about that to really focus too much.
In fact,
Oh my
he
God.
probably forgot they were there.
Probably. Okay.
The rest of the episode was excellent. Like, I think it was done really, really well. And, yeah, all of it, really, up until that point.
Baja? What do you think?
I thought the episode was good.
Mm.
Yeah, because just because it showed that the Gorn had another side to them, which, you know, instead of just thinking they were monster animals going around killing everyone, that they actually have intelligence and some sort of compassion.
And like real world stuff, like playing board games and all sorts of stuff. Like, was good. It was really good.
Yeah, it was a classic Star Trek setup,
It
really,
was.
wasn't it?
Absolutely.
We've got episodes like this across all of the different franchises, all the different series. And then not being able to communicate reminded me of Darmok.
Yeah.
We had the Geordie and the Romulan episode.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I thought it was really
Classic
Trek story.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it. I didn't care that the Gorn died, but I wasn't fussed on the Metron. Like, I just thought it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, it was just not needed for the story.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to include it to try to set up what happens in Arena, because they said they wanted to do the experiment again or some shit.
Yeah, they
But-
alluded to it.
But it wasn't like... from memory, it's been a while since I've watched Arena, but I don't think they drew them in to do an experiment. I think they just happened to be there and like wanted to see what would happen. So I don't know. I just thought it was a bit weird.
It didn't seem like a setup, did it? Really?
No.
It seemed like an accident.
Yeah.
And like,
Which is kind of what they said in Arena as well, is that they just happened to be there, so they took the weapons and stuff away so that they had to...
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
yeah. So, I don't know, maybe... I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
The episode was strong enough without having to tie
To
into
do
something in the original series.
Yeah.
And Ortegas is probably
Yeah.
my least favorite
I know.
character.
I know.
So when I realized it was going to be an episode all about her, I was like, oh,
Here we go.
Lord help me.
Yeah.
Lord help me. But she was really good.
She
I
was.
actually really liked her.
Yeah. She was okay. It was excellent.
Yeah, I thought she
Yeah.
did a really good job. And I really loved the Gorn effects, like
Yeah.
the puppetry and
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it was really
I
good.
loved all the effects. Like
Yeah.
some of those scenes of that planet and the gravitational stuff was unbelievable.
Yeah, because I've got that big AR wall that they use for shooting. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's really well done.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is
They do some really good
incredible.
stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, the puppetry was great. It's not Henson, is it?
No, not this episode. That's next season.
Henson doesn't own all the puppets in the world, you know. I think they do, the way he talks.
I know. I also thought Uhura was really good in this
Yes.
episode.
Brilliant. Like, everything in this episode was pretty fantastic,
Yeah.
really.
Yep. I love that this episode had some really strong emotional beats
Yeah.
without everyone stopping to talk about how they feel all the time.
Yes, exactly.
This is how it should be done. This is
Yeah.
how Star Trek has always done it. It tells emotional stories by
Yeah.
showing actions
Yeah.
rather than stopping and saying, oh, I just want to talk about how that experience made me feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Those of you that have been around listening for a while will know that we are not doing our usual talk through for these special episodes. We are borrowing the recaps from trekmovie.com. So thank you, Anthony Pascal over at trekmovie.com. We are using your well-written and humorous
Yeah.
recaps
They're great.
to talk through the new episodes. So let's get into it. The Enterprise is investigating a spooky sector of space full of gravitational weirdness, and the only way to get a probe in there is for Ortegas to do a dangerous instrument-only solo flight in a stripped-down shuttle, and she couldn't be more psyched. Spock is bummed he can't go along, but she promises him so much data it's going to be coming out of your ears. The flight starts off fun, but soon enough a wormhole appears out of nowhere, and Ortegas gets pulled in, leaving the Enterprise crew in shock. She emerges in an out-of-control craft dangerously close to a gas giant surrounded by asteroids and tiny moons. With seconds to spare, she launches a beacon and crash lands on the nearest desolate rock. Any landing you can walk away from is a winner, but the shuttle is toast, and so are all of her rations. Undeterred, Erica gets to work making a water condenser and heads out to solve the food problem. But with a barely breathable atmosphere, the moon seems lifeless. Oh, and its weird orbit is about to skim the gas giant, so if she doesn't find better shelter, that will kill her first. Still, Erica keeps a positive attitude, excited to spot what could be neighbors, which leads her to a clearly inhabited cave, inhabited by a huge Gorn. Well, that's just great. Back on Enterprise, it's been 2 days and there's still no sign of Ortegas. Plus, they have a ticking clock vaccine delivery rendezvous with the Constellation, and that is one captain you don't want to make wait. As most seem to be ready to give up, Uhura is determined to find her friend, eventually discovering Ortegas' Mayday beacon, which proves the pilot made it through the wormhole. Well, probably. Spock is annoyingly skeptical. Pike agrees to send in probes, but they find nothing and appear to be shrinking the opening. With a colony pandemic to fix, Una and others are leaning towards leaving. Pike agrees to let Uhura and Spock work up a new plan involving another shuttle. When simulations show it won't work, the pair get creative, suggesting the Enterprise wedge itself right into that wormhole. And you thought Erica was crazy. Uhura is being driven by her faith Erica is alive, so she fudges the numbers to convince Pike. Nyota is so far out on the limb that she can't see the tree anymore. Without a phaser, Erica can only watch in confusion as the Gorn ignores her, but soon she gets grabbed and dangled over a vent. She's ready to meet her maker, but surprise! Instead, Erica is dropped to the ground as the Gorn grabs up a huge centipede thing, then shares some gross space meat for her for being good bait.
That was gross.
It was
when
really
she
gross.
bit into that and it all passed out. It was so bad.
It was really, really disgusting. While the Gorn sleeps, Erica sneaks in to steal some electronic parts, but during her escape, she ends up surrounded by centipedes, only to be saved by the Gorn with a makeshift shield. What the scaly hell is going on? Erica volunteers to fix the Gorn's injured leg. After sharing a meal and finding affinity as two crashed pilots, Ortegas decides to make contact by turning her tricorder into a simple yes-no translator, and it works. Turns out the Gorn is a girl, and I'm going to call her Liz. With nothing better to do, the two hang out and teach each other games. But the wormhole is shrinking, and a flashy thing in the distance has Liz agreeing that they are being watched. Mechanic Erica uses slimy Gorn spare parts to make an SOS. While that charges up, she heads out to find more crystal to heal Liz's leg, even though the Gorn is resigned to her fate of being broken, and therefore no use to the hegemony. Ortegas is not about to leave another pilot behind and ignores the heartbreaking protests of disagree coming from her makeshift translator. Unfortunately, Erica gets attacked again while out harvesting. Her attempt to fend off the bugs with a flare goes badly, destroying the battery that was fueling the cave shield and the communicator she just built. I just killed us, and they were just getting along. With Pike at the helm, the Enterprise makes its move, wedging itself into the wormhole like a cork, only to discover a gas giant and 396 moons on the other side.
Good luck with that.
Time is running out, so they hope for luck with random scanning. As the toxic storm heads towards them, Erica still won't give up. She has another dangerous idea to get them some attention. Liz has pretty much thrown in the towel, but offers up a thruster pack for the job. And as the Starfleet officer struggles to get everything arranged, this Gorn makes her choice and reaches out to help her friend. After coming up empty, even Uhura, who finally confesses to fudging the numbers, but Pike was cool about it, knows it's time to give up. Sadness spreads across the bridge, and then, boom. Nyota sums it up. Only Erica would be crazy enough to set a planet on fire to get our attention. Lan leads a landing party, and they find Erica. Then she quickly reacts to a perceived attack, fatally firing on the Gorn behind her colleague. Oh no, Liz! Ortegas is crushed. She sees that sparkle again and cries out to whoever has been watching, and the universe freezes. The sparkle manifests into a male figure. We are the Metrons. Oh my god. Turns out Mr. Sparkly has been curious about humans and Gorn and thought this moon scenario would make for a fun experiment. And after Lan killed the Gorn, they're even more intrigued to do it again. So he's going to erase her memory of him. Typical of a god being. Things wrap up in Erica's quarters with a much-needed hug from Uhura. It's been a rough day for Ortegas, befriending an enemy only to see her killed by another friend. But on the bright side, she kept a souvenir game piece from the unnamed Desolate Moon gift shop, and so she'll be fine. At least until they give us another Ortegas episode. The end.
That sums it up.
Yeah. It is a good episode. Like, it's very, very well done. And, like, it's good that you could get such an emotional reaction from the audience from, like you were saying about the puppetry and Ortegas was really, really good. And, like, you felt her as, like, panic as well. Like, it was just really, really well done. It was well paced. It was well acted. Like, and I really love that Pike was like, I know you fudged the numbers.
Yeah.
But I would have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it was just all really, really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great episode.
It really was. And compared to the last ones that we've had in this
Mixed bag of a season.
Yeah, the season has been it was a standout as a really good one. Like, regardless of my own point at the end that I don't like, I understand it, and in itself is actually a good ending in regards to that. But my own personal opinion is I don't like it, but I get it. Yeah.
I think it was good respect for the captain in this episode too. Like, it showed the captain's authority, I guess, to say that everyone will do what the captain is going to do, even if they feed the information to him and think that he might be incorrect. They still done the best they could, from guidance of the captain, if you like.
Yeah.
Because other episodes I've seen them be fairly disrespectful. In fact,
especially
try to
Ortegas.
sabotage what the bloody captain's trying to do.
Yep.
And this one, it was as a team,
Yep.
with a captain in charge
to save someone.
Yeah.
And one more episode left for the season.
Yeah, which just sucks.
I know.
And it sucks because I know that
And
we
only
got,
16
that's
after
it,
this.
man. We know we've got only 2 more seasons, and they're such good good characters, good actors, good everything. Really, it's disappointing.
All right, life lesson in this one, Tom.
Well, I guess the judgment of people, or judgment.
Love thy enemy.
Well, yeah. Well, kind of. Like, don't be so fixed on your
Preconceived notions.
Yeah, pretty much. Assumptions. Yeah. And do the right thing.
Always bring exploration gear instead of guns when you're explorers.
Yeah, and put your rations in a box that's not going to get damaged when you land in an emergency situation. Probably a good idea as well.
That could also work.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, let's talk IMDb ratings. Examples of 1 episodes of Voyager's Threshold and Next Gen's Code of Honor. Examples of 10 episodes in Next Gen's Tapestry and Deep Space Nine's Far Beyond the Stars. What do you think we should rate Terrarium?
Well, I'm going to go pretty high because it was a really well done episode, really like across the board. So I'm going to go an 8 or a 9, probably a 9.
We gave Hegemony Part 1 and The Salat Who Ate Its Tail both 9s.
Did we?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm
Happy to go with another
happy
9?
to go with a 9. Yeah, easily.
All right, let's do a 9.
It's just shy of a 10.
What could have been better to make it a 10?
The ending I didn't like.
What a surprise.
Not killing the Gorn.
Yeah, that's it.
For me, like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
For me, it's the Metrons being there. That's what knocked a point off for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, even if they didn't have Metrons and still killed, you would have argued for a 9.
Yeah. That's it.
And if the Gorn had survived and we still got the Metrons, I would have argued for a 9. So
a
unless
9
both of these things were taken out, it wasn't going to be a 10 for us anyway.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's it for this special episode. We'll be back with our regular episode on Friday. If you want to tell us what you think of this episode or Strange New Worlds or just Star Trek in general, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast and on Instagram, just Temporal Directive, or you can email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Hooroo.